What's going on, everybody? This is Raw Star and the beautiful, 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 wonderific Sarah Lace up here for our first this is technically our first episode after all the award shows and
Mhm.
all that stuff, the AVNs, the X3s, and heck, the next one isn't for another few months. XRCO, then we have the Urban X. So, Miss Lays, how did you think? What do you think of the conferences, the conventions and everything this year? Since you're the star, and I'm just someone who
You're just here.
I just exist in Sarah's world.
So I will admit, like, I prefer when the conventions are not small, but a little bit more intimate. So I feel like I personally enjoyed the X3 Expo a little bit more than AVN. I feel like AVN was like, it was crowded, but it felt a little bit more like discombobulated for me. Like there was so many people that I feel like I didn't have that time to be able to chat one on one with everybody, you know? Versus with X3, partially because I was up in the balcony, so people had to actually come and look for me. um I was able to actually like chit chat with fans, and actually some of them hit me up on my OF after being like, "Oh, it was so nice to meet with you and chit chat with you. I still wish we had more time, but we still had a good amount of time together, you know." So I was like, you know what? I appreciate that fact. I appreciate that, you know, being able to
Yeah,
actually like talk to them and I don't know, get to know my friends a little bit more. There was actually some of them that were kind of giving me a little bit of like knowledge that I didn't know. One of them was showing me this. Essentially, it's like an almost like an AI website basically, but you download it, and for example, imagine like you want to see a video of me, but you still have work to do or whatever. They download it, and I would be their computer background.
hmm
Like the actual video of me like slowly strip teasing would be on the background, so you could still watch as you're doing whatever work you want. I forgot the name of it, but someone was showing that to me, and I had never heard of it.
I never heard I don't even think I've seen them. Oh, no, I think that could be awesome and fun.
Yeah, it sounds cool because I don't think they're actually using like AI to actually like copy our bodies and stuff. It's, you know, we do the video,
I think
they have it there,
I
and then
think
it just kind of
oh.
downloads it.
So I
It's just
think
like
I know I
software.
like the thing is I've sat down and looked at different AI thingies.
Hmm.
Um and I and I think it's called Sex Like Real. I've sat down and experienced one of those at one of these things before.
Hmm.
And one, I would feel so I know who's in my home at whatever time, but it would
Hmm.
feel like someone is just gonna walk in and see me looking at some AI thing through my AI thingies and
Through
just
your Oculus.
be randomly just
Oh, that'd be
walking around
funny.
trying to jack off.
Hmm. But still, I'm like, as much as I do believe that we still need a little bit more regulation for AI before it's, you know,
But
essentially safe enough for us to use. I like seeing the different things that people are kind of coming up with, you know, like seeing the creativity of people and
what
kind of seeing how we can bring that into our business or into our daily
the only
life.
thing that I really am scared of with AI is the fact that people, do deep fakes
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
run into the situation of where people will take a image, whatever, they make it to a computer, and then you'll have Sarah Lace AI person having sex with blah 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 blah. And
Hmm.
like, you know, there are some people that are on everybody's nose list in this industry, and then they'll digitize you having somebody on your no list. And it's like you didn't approve that, but you know what? People can do it with a computer. And it's just like, it's one, a violation of you as a person, you as an
Hmm.
individual violates what you're comfortable with. And then it gets to the point where if they can do that, they don't need you anymore. And then
Hmm.
like it's like, and it hurts you as a person because like they could take you and find an old digital copy of Ron Jeremy, and then you're just in a weird porno with Ron Jeremy as AI, and it's like I don't yeah.
Exactly. Like I hope that never happens,
I mean,
but
me
I
too, me too.
I
I'm just
definitely could see that happening in the future to some people, like obviously like because we already have people out there using our photos to scam people. What's going to stop them from using AI?
exactly.
Like at the end of the day, really, I at this point, I'm not exaggerating. I have almost 50 fake accounts on Instagram that I have blocked because they go and they steal my photos and they go ahead and use them trying to scam people. And it's just there's not much that we can do to get those taken down. But the thing is with AI, I feel like it's going to be so much harder to get those taken down because at that point that's going to actually look like me.
Yeah,
They're
and
gonna
it's
look like me,
and
act like
what's
me, talk like me.
and what sucks is like your page gets shadow banned, but their page does not get shadow banned.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
it makes you look like the person that's operating it, even though everywhere you say is either I am Sarah Lace or the real Sarah Lace is my profile. You have a whole verification video and everything, but then they'll look at the something Lacy one and say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and that's because I've reported that one a few times. Oh, that
Yeah.
is that is Sarah Lace. Sarah Lace is asking me to send her money. She's asking me to send her money, and she'll send me news, and it'd be a nude from 2002. And I'm like,
Yo, for
yes, he
real.
sent me news. I'm sending her hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and we're dating, and we're gonna get married.
Yeah. You want to hear the worst thing that I've heard in my career?
Well, go ahead, you
One
tell.
guy said, your asshole was promised to me so many times that I believe that it's mine and I can't wait to fuck
I think you told me that before.
it. Like this was like he was communicating with a scammer account and then eventually came to realize where my real account was. And I personally like I understand you're getting scammed. I'm sorry, but don't say that to me. Like, stuff like that is like, first of all, you don't have ownership over anything. Like, if I choose to give it to you, I choose to give it to you, but like it ain't yours. You're just borrowing it. But that
I
one kind
mean,
of had me. I
I
was
mean, like
like,
the thing is,
you
like I
like,
can understand, like from his standpoint, via what I don't know the conversation that he and this gamer had, whatever. Uh,
mhm. He said I was
I'm
his
sorry. I'm
girlfriend.
sorry. It's a book to your right that caught me off guard completely.
Yes.
The position sex Bible. Anyway, I don't know what was told to him in the messages, whatever. But if
Mhm.
like he's really into anal or whatever, really into butt stuff, like I can see like if his conversations with the scammer, I won't say her because I can't don't know the other
It may not
person's
even be
gender.
her.
I don't know the person's gender. Uh, could have made him seem like, oh, this type of converse is okay.
Yeah.
And it's not
It's,
okay. And it's like, you know, and I hate the fact that people are getting scammed. But the thing is some people don't take the effort to look at the person's name. Was there someone who got scammed by someone's name was like something something, and then 487943214? I'm like, Didn't you think
Exactly.
prefers a person who is an actual performer would have like a regular name and not numbers? And
Mm-hmm.
or you think a performer is going to put their real name as their as the thing, or a performer is going to say, "Yeah, this is my page I use for my special fans, and I message you directly because I seen that you have been a fan for a very long time." No one,
Right? Like
a performer
what?
isn't going to add you, then reach out to you in that manner on Instagram.
Exactly. Never. We don't have the time.
So
Like, I
it's
don't have the time or the patience to do all that because it's like, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, we are here to get paid. Like, I'm not saying money is the only thing we're here for, but we got bills to pay. We every day, the same as everybody else, we keep it moving. We keep it going. I'm already thinking what's the next thing I'm gonna film? What's the next thing I'm gonna post? Stuff like that. I don't have time to be sitting here messaging random people who essentially haven't proven to me that they truly support my work.
Yeah, guys, she's gonna do a merry-go-round scene where we're gonna put her in the center and just have everybody spin her around, and then like she's going to just walk to somebody, and whoever the first person she goes to is the person she's going to have sex with or go down on, and we're not go
Like
she's not
spin the bottle.
yeah she's not going to know who she's on, but.
Oh my God.
I'm
That
sorry.
reminds me of
I'm
this
sorry.
one.
I'm making that up, y'all. Don't go looking for that. I just said that out of nowhere. And you see, like if you see in her face, she's like, "What in the heck is Rostar talking about? I didn't consent to this." But that's might be funny. Yeah.
that that actually reminds me of this one thing Ace and I did because Ace, when we get freaky, so we did a essentially to reverse gangbang. It was three girls on one guy. We had two videographers, Ace and then someone else. As soon as we were done with the scene, mind you, there was an ottoman there in the middle. Ace, like, I was laying down in the ottoman. Ace just like was like, no, stay there, stay there. I was already in a puddle of my own squirt. He literally just grabbed my legs and my arms, like whooped me around, and then just first like started fucking my mouth and then swirled me around again and then started fucking my pussy. So it's almost kind of like what you were saying, but only with one person. I was a little merry-go-round, or a little spin the bottle.
That sounds actually amazing.
Right?
Yes, I mean like
Fun.
people like that type of stuff, and like in the fact that like with this one you're still fresh, so like
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's a mystery. I mean like you'll know when you're down there like who you're with, whatever, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's just the mystery of you don't know where you're gonna end up. So the first
Mm-hmm.
person you grab is like, okay, this human, but you'll of course like you'll know who's there, so you'll know the height and stuff like that and length and
Yeah.
whatever. But it's not like it's like, oh, mystery dick. Okay. But
I want to throw like kind of like how we did the birthday bash, but I want to throw it like and be it like slightly more intimate, where it's more slightly more like industry only, and we just play little games like that, like naked twister, spin the bottle type of stuff.
that could be
I
fun.
think that'd be so cool.
I mean, I mean,
I feel like we could even make it look like almost like a reality show like scene.
I mean, I don't I don't want to like this is I'm gonna tell you after the podcast because I don't want to say certain things that I can't say on here. But like that could work. We
You
could
don't
re
have a big imagination. Like you
no,
say a
I'm just I'm
couple
just I'm
things
just
and I'm like, yeah.
no, because I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff that I can say on here that I don't, and other stuff I can't say on here that could, be a lot of
Mhm.
fun, you know.
Right? You know,
But
it
you,
would definitely be a lot of fun. We could do it like one where it's like a girls day type of thing where we go out and rent a cabin or some shit like that and have some fun and make it like just like a girls trip and make it look like almost like a movie, just like piece it together of just like maybe a weekend between the girls just hanging out, playing fun like sex games essentially.
you know what's
And then considering how most ladies tend to be flexible, we could play around with this.
that is a really thick sex Bible.
That's why it's thick. That's because it's a Bible. It's a sex Bible. It's
No,
it was like $18.
no, what I was thinking also could be fun. I just wish one of our friends wasn't technically retired from the industry stuff because there's a lot of people that share the same birthday as you. I've seen people like
Yeah.
it would be just funny to just call it like do it have a scene and just call it February February 18th. And that's it. And
Hmm.
then all of a sudden just a birthday thing gathering of just February 18th birthdays.
For real. Like, who was it? I think it's Joe Cassidy, I think Gina Valentina, um,
Tiny.
Tiny also, what's her name? Uh Diamond, no, what's her name? There was like two other people whose birthday was the same day as mine. And mind you, like February is the smallest, shortest month of the year. So I don't necessarily expect there to be a lot of people with the same birthday
Yeah.
or close to me. But in the industry, like especially because of Twitter, they tagged everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, there's a lot of birthdays, a lot of people who
Yeah,
share my birthday.
because I was celebrating September, happy birthday. I'm like, dang. I mean, of course, you and our good friend Kitty were
Mm-hmm.
the main ones who got the most love from me. But
Right?
everybody else, I just sent a text like, "Happy birthday, happy
Happy birthday.
birthday." But I'm like,
Right?
dang, it's a lot of y'all. That'd be and like I didn't see any dudes, so yeah,
Yeah,
a whole bunch of
I don't know
females.
which I don't know which guys' birthdays on mine. I really
Oh,
only saw there was girls' birthdays.
so
Mm-hmm.
that could be fun too. But
Mm-hmm. A
we
little
do like
birthday
I
party.
do want to hit on something because the Urban X announced who's going into the Hall of Fame. And I don't know if you saw the list. If not, I know you've been busy shooting and everything. And I tried to tell you not to look on there because I didn't want you to see the list yet.
Mm.
Um, but I know you've seen it already, and you
You
gave
didn't
your
want to
I
spoil
didn't
it.
I did and I know you seen your congrats or you said your congrats on the day of since so whatever on this. I know you've seen it, but for those of y'all out there who have not seen it yet, I'm gonna run down the list really quick, and
Mm-hmm.
just in case you didn't see everybody's name. So so this year it is 20 three names and going to the Hall of Fame. And the people are, and okay, so I was matter of fact, like I look at the previous people. This is upcoming will be the
Mm-hmm.
11th class to the Hall of Fame because there's been a lot of people who have gone into Hall of Fame, a lot of great people that we love so much. And we have our wonderful nude cast host went in last year, 2023, Chris Cock. And I'm really looking forward to who goes in this year. And if you want to see who went in before, just go to the UrbanX page, whatever, urbanx.awards.com, and they have the previous awards, like people who went in. So you were wondering if your favorite star is or isn't in, because a lot of people ask me, why is it blah 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 in the Hall of Fame? They might say like oh, why isn't like Jake Napier or like Brian Long in there? I'm like Shawn Michaels. They're all in there already. So like, and the thing with Urban X is the only criteria we have for, like they have for Urban X is that they actually work with
Urban folk.
minority talent. You just gotta be like either well be a minority, Black, Latina, Asian, and work like and then work with each other. And
Hmm.
if you're white, you just gotta be, it was so long, like when Urban X first started, that people just
Hmm.
wouldn't work with Black people. They still don't. And like
Yeah.
that is the only criteria, you know, is actually saying, okay, I am not a racist.
Yeah, because it's also about not fetishizing the scenes that
Yeah.
they film in that aspect.
Yeah, because there are usually there's some people who like still try to do it, have a interracial rate. I can understand having a size rate because there's some black dudes, medium sizes, whatever, and then
Mhm.
you have some there's some white dudes out here who got some big ones now, but then you got your mandingos, and that might require you not to work for 2 3 days. So and I
All
can
right.
understand that, but when it comes to just saying I need extra money to work with this dude because he's black, that is an issue. However,
Mhm.
let's run down this Hall of Fame really quick. And yeah, so I got this in alphabetical order on my list. So if you're waiting for someone's name, it might come later. If you're waiting for someone's name start with a V, you gotta wait until I get down there. Don't get mad that like I'm going too slow your your V person.
Mhm.
Anyway, Abella Danger.
Ooh, okay.
So Miss Abella Danger, I don't got the years that they joined into the industry,
Mhm.
but Abella Danger, well, all these people have been in for at least 10 years. I do know that's the main criteria. You had like this is 2024 right now. You had to been in the industry since 2014 prior or before. So
Mhm.
if you joined in 2013, you are eligible to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So Abella Danger, because Abella Danger started in 2024. That's what, I mean 2014. That's why I know. That's why I know that. Arya Starr. I know she was a big star
Ooh.
in the 90s and early 2000s, if I remember correctly. I remember watching her back in the day.
Hmm.
And my because
I
I
watched
don't got because
it.
y'all know I don't watch a lot of porn now, but in my
Yeah.
yesteryear, before I
That's
got
how I was
into
like watching her.
Well, yeah, before I got into porn, I mean, I had to watch some people now,
Right?
before I got into porn, like I got in the industry, I watched Misty Stone, so it's like it's not, and
I know.
I have not made it a secret that Lacey Duvall was my favorite porn star growing up, so and I mean I've lost a lot of kids to her.
Right?
But Busty Cookie. So I know he's a BBW. He's one of the
Such a
BBW.
cute name.
Busty Cookie. Uh
Bust.
Sherry DeVille.
Ooh, heck yes, that's
So,
right. Mm.
so and also so I was going through everybody. And this person right here, the next person I'm about to say, is someone who only does gay porn. And I look back to their history, they've been doing only gay porn since 2004. And they're still active right now. And I see like they've been nominated for many of different awards and stuff like that. I didn't see any, I don't know how many they won, whatever,
Mhm.
but they've been up for many awards. But this person only does gay porn, and their name is Cutler X. So Cutler X is going into the Hall of Fame. Dominique Simone. That's another
Okay.
person been around for a while. And here's And like some people I have not met personally. I've met a Bella Danger before. I've met Bussy Cookie in person before. The next person is another person I've met in person before, Mr. Eddie J.
Oh shit.
And
All right.
he's been I think he's been around since 2008. So Eddie J is going in. Miss Ginger Lynn. Um
Wait, I know her.
so Ginger Lynn is going in, blame it on Ginger. And
Hmm.
like this other person, I didn't know by their name, and I had to go back, and I realized that every time, when they started posting the animated pictures of people, and they kept saying, "Do you know like the old timers when they're like just doing all those drawings?" This person wasn't the first one they did, and wasn't all of them. But personally, I don't remember this person.
Yeah.
But I went back. I'm like, oh,
You're
because he
like,
like it's my name, Justin Slayer. So
hmm,
he's like from the early 2000s, late 90s.
okay.
Kelly Divine. I love
Oh.
Kelly Divine. Like every time I've ever met Kelly, she's been an absolute sweetheart, and like she has a nice booty. She always had a nice booty when I've met her back in like when I first started doing industries. No, like I think it's a picture of like me and her, and like her booty is just angled out at the camera. It's nice. It's like it's grabbable,
It's
and
plump.
yeah, and she's one of the people, like I said earlier, a white person going at work with minorities.
Hmm.
The next person going to the Hall of Fame, I actually the next two people on here on this list, like I've known for forever, and I am giddy. I was so giddy to know that these two people were going in, and because I love them both to death. First up, Miss Leia Falcons.
Yes,
I
that's
love
right.
Leia, like she's she's always gonna be who she is, and I'm so glad that she's going in. It's well deserved. She's an absolute sweetheart. Regardless what anybody says about her on the internet. Um,
She was dressed as Harley Quinn a couple years ago, right?
yeah, she just as
For
Harley
Urban X, I
Quinn,
think.
and
Yeah,
she won she didn't even think she was going to win, so she started
yeah.
drinking. She
I
started
remember
drinking, and
that.
she
I
won. I
remember
think it was
that day.
2019. I think it was. Like she
Yeah.
won Porn Star of the Year. Like her fans voted for her, and
Hmm.
like she just ran from the back and was like she didn't
Yeah, I
like
think.
I think she thought she had no chance, and like she
Mhm.
posted up recently like she won like when she won it, it was just like she thought she had no chance on winning it, and she was so
Everyone was
excited.
looking for her. I think she had been in like the smoking area, and everyone
Yeah,
was like, "Girl, get up on that stage, go get your
yeah,
award." And she was like, "What are
yeah.
you talking about?"
The way you just said that sounds like exactly
Heart
she said it. I love Leia to death, and I'm so
attack.
glad. So the next person has actually been on our new podcast before. Um, and I've known her since she used her old name before she was Live Revamped. Before she did everything stuff, and this woman just deserves so much more love than I think she gets sometimes. And I am so glad that Live Revamped is going in. Like
Yeah, me too. That one
any
makes me so giddy. Like, yes,
yeah, I know that's the one you couldn't wait to say. But
right? I'm like,
Live Revamped has done so much, and like if you like to know her is to love her every bit with her sass and everything. And yeah, so Live Revamp going in is such a great feeling for me.
it also makes
Next,
me more comfortable wearing my natural curls, you know?
yeah, that's one thing that like I'm gonna step away from the Hall of Fame thing for a second. The thing that gets me is like she said this before, like people keep telling her to straighten her dango hair, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
like with you and her, y'all have one big thing in common.
Right?
Like, and it's like y'all want to take away the identity, like because like Uh, you're both of, I don't want to say this incorrectly, but you're both are of somewhat Latin or
Mhm.
Mexican descent,
We've
whatever.
got
And that, huh?
Latin- We've got Latin roots for
Yeah.
sure.
And y'all both have that. And that's shows in your identity of like the way your hair, your natural hair is,
Mhm.
and the fact that people keep telling y'all this. Don't get me wrong, y'all look both, y'all look great both ways, straightened or not, whatever. But the fact that it comes up that we don't we want your hair to be straight, whatever. It's like you're taking away the identity to adapt to, everybody else. And I hate that
Yeah.
a little bit, but also I feel that y'all have some a look that is separates you all from everybody else. And it needs to be
Mhm.
more embraced to, actually say, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that, and it's
Mhm.
y'all deserve so much more. That's all I'm saying.
Because especially when I first joined the industry, I was hearing it left and right from a lot of like directors that if I wanted to keep getting booked, that I would have to straighten my hair. And I had someone outright tell me curly hair is not attractive.
See, I think curly hair is great.
Thank you. But yeah,
Because
like she helped me like especially seeing how many scenes she's done like with her natural curls and how she refuses to force somebody to put her into that box of just having your hair straight, like that kind of helped me like kind of essentially blossom into my own person and be like, you know what? That's how I'm gonna be. I like my curls, and nobody's gonna stop me from being me. From portraying essentially my natural Latina roots.
yeah, I've told Liv this before also. This is self-centered though, but I've told Liv this before also. Like I don't watch a lot of my friends' stuff, pornos, whatever, because I know them too well.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and then because I know too many people, it's like it's hard for me to watch people like mainstream sometimes. But I've told her before, one of my top five scenes I ever seen, and I still have saved in my computer right now because I used to have a subscription because you could download from the website back then. I don't know if you still can now, but from this website, it was one of my top five. It's still one of my top five favorite scenes. It is her and I think it's Lola something. And yeah, it's still one of my top five scenes. Yeah. So she still has one of my top five, like, because I think it's like she like someone is bullying the other girl, and Liv comes in and protects her, or whatever. Um, oh, she's actually getting. It's funny because Chris Cock is the guy that's bullying the girl, like harassing the girl, and Liv comes in and protects, protects, protects her from her, whatever. Then, great shirt. I wonder where you got that from.
We were
Don't
talking
believe.
about bullying, and I was like, "Shit, my shirt's right here."
Yeah, that's a shirt we got from TwitchCon. But but yeah, like and then like it Liv and the girl go and do a scene, whatever, and Liv was wearing a fake dildo and they have sex. I'm like, okay, that's still one of my top five favorites. But yeah, so I love Liv. Liv has always been great.
Mhm.
And when I first met her, I'm not gonna say a year because I don't want to age her. But at least 10 years. So at least she's 20, at least 10 plus whatever years. We had an argument the very first night I met her because I was talking about how I thought Roscoe Chicken and Waffles was just okay. And we just agreed on certain points that first night we met. But
Mhm.
that was my first introduction to Liv was that night. Oh
And
my
of
God.
course, I feel like that can become a very heated, passionate argument.
Yeah, because she was on a date that night with somebody. 'Cause it was like a fundraiser, but she had brought a date, and
Yeah.
they were agreeing with me. She didn't like it. But it was that's my first time meeting her, and ever since then, I love that woman to death. But to keep on
Mm-hmm.
going down, London Keys. I don't know if you
Ooh,
know London Keys, but yeah, so they're going in, and the next person is another person who,
I'm super, super happy to hear.
like, I have two of their books. Like,
Mhm.
I see, like, and every time I see them, like, I try to make sure that like, I can't run, but walk quickly to give them a hug because they're so great. Lucky Star,
Mhm.
Lucky Star, like, well
Motherfucking
deserved.
lucky star. That's right.
I love Lux. Lux, I don't know you'll hear this podcast. I know you already see my message from me on Twitter already. Give you a big congrats. I love you to death. And yeah, I'm glad you're going in. You deserve it so much. Who else? Marco Banderas. I don't
Oh,
know you
I
work with
like
him or
that
not.
last name.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yes.
Marco Banderas. Next up, but I know like he's like I know he does foreign stuff. So
Hmm.
and he does stuff here also and things like that.
Mhm.
The next person is someone. I think you actually work with this next person. I don't know or not. Mo the Monster.
Mm,
I don't know you work with Mo or
Mo
not.
Reyna?
Mo the Monster.
I haven't worked with them yet.
Yeah. So Mo the
From what I
Monster's.
think, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I
Yeah.
don't remember
No,
that.
I know they've been around for a while though too.
Yeah.
Sika, SEKA. So Sika's going in.
Hmm.
I don't know
Sounds
them that much.
familiar.
I see their page, and they've been around for a good while. But
Mhm.
I don't know them personally. The next person, I will say this: the next person I heard, I don't know if it's true or not. Took some time off, but I heard she's coming back into the industry right now. I'm not gonna say anything more than that because I don't know if it's true or not. But I do
Mhm.
know that everybody really loved this lady when she first entered the industry, and people still love this lady, and they were hammering for her to come back to the industry. And so, if she's really back, people are going to be very excited. Skin Diamond.
Oh yeah, that's who has the same birthday as me. Skin Diamond has the same birthday as me too. There's another birthday girl.
so,
Happy belated birthday, Skin.
so it's another person who's going in, and
Mhm.
like I haven't seen Skin since. Ooh, it's been a long time since I've seen her. Great performer, people loved her to death. The next person
Mhm.
is a really cool dude. I don't know you worked with him or not. He just came back. He took like 2 3 years off. Uh, well deserved because he's done a lot, and he's always just that cool dude. Just like in the back saying, "What's up?" Slim Poke.
Oh yeah, I worked with him a few times.
So
Yeah, he's actually really cool.
Slim MF and Poke is going in.
Mhm.
You know.
I actually filmed with him for Carmela's first girl scene. He was one of the people recording, and then we did a threesome. It was like a part one and a part two. So I worked with him in 2017, I would say.
Okay.
It's been a while, 2016, 2017, like the first year she was in.
Okay. Yeah. So, and next person, like, I know this person. I never met them in person, but I know their name, and I know
Mhm.
they did a lot in porn. Tyler Knight, and he's been going for a while now,
Hmm.
but he's an old timer, Tyler Knight.
Yeah.
And this next person, actually know these next three people, and the next person I'm about to say, um, and I want to say this, and what I'm about to say, y'all, is in no disrespect to them at all, in any sort of way, and I wanted to say any sort of way. So the next person is a TS, okay, and when I first met this person, I did not realize this person was a TS because you couldn't like when I first met them, I could not tell that they
I
were
love
a
that
TS.
for them.
And you might know this. You might either know them, seen them before, or heard of them. Venus Lux.
Oh yeah, they're so sweet.
They're like they are so absolutely the sweetest. And
Mm.
like I didn't realize they were a TS until somebody beside me was telling someone else a Venus Lux story about how someone, approached them inappropriately, whatever. And then like they spoke in their deep voice. And like they were like and they didn't know what to do. And I'm like, wait a minute, she's a TS?
I
I
love that.
I with what they were because I met them at an award show and they were dressed up, all the way, and I couldn't tell. And
Beautiful.
I'm like, that is a good TS because I would not because there's someone else who is in the industry now that if I saw that person, I guess people I see on the street, I could not tell you they're TS. And this night in particular, Venus, I could not tell you were a TS, but like, you look fantastic. I'm glad you're going in. You are a great human being and always a pleasure to run across. Because you cool peoples and I'm glad you're going in.
I'm so happy for them too, like, cause uh, they go through a lot already, but
Yeah.
I know they aspire just to feel comfortable in their own skin with whatever gender identity that they choose to
To
have.
be, yeah.
I completely love that.
Yeah, and the fact that like I believe that because they have a lot of fans, they have a lot of people who watch them, support them, and
Hmm.
every bit of the manner, whatever.
Hmm.
And I believe they deserve all the love and all the support
Exactly.
that they get, and to have not can I do we actually have two TSs going in from what I've seen. It's two TSs. This is the first one I mentioned. And to have
Mhm.
her going like I'm gonna say like to have Venus going in and like it's well deserved and I'm proud of her.
Mhm.
The last next person, Venus Chase, Vicky Chase. I'm sorry, Vicky Chase.
Oh, bigger choice.
I love Vicky to death, and like we've crossed paths a few times, and like I remember the last time I saw her, I was using my cane a lot more for a little bit. And like I said, I don't want to take a picture with this cane. She said, throw that cane. And I just like went like this and just took a picture with her. But well deserved, great from
Mhm.
what I from my experience, great human being, great what really deserves put the heart she's put a lot of work in. Like
She's
all
such an
these,
amazing
not
person
not
too.
and not saying that everybody else did, but because everybody has put a lot of work in, from Abella all the way down to the person named Vicky Chase, and to the male performers who are going in, and Color X, working with he's working with. Everybody's put a lot of work in, but she put a lot of work in. It's well deserved. Great to see her name going in. And
Hmm.
last but not least, somebody who did like when we were doing the show was just on YouTube, and it was just comedy shorts that we did for YouTube for the Murray Misfits. She did one of our openers, and I still have it. It was actually at the Urban X Awards, I think 2011 or 12, and I really wanted to
Been a
leave her
while.
by herself. Like I really wanted to leave her by herself because like they
Hmm.
just said something hilarious, and I don't like. And I'm gonna say this: a lot of the TSs have a lot more fun when they do introductions or they do podcasts for some reason. And they did an opening for us for our just to say I'm blah like I'm Wendy Williams and you're watching the Minstrel Effect you're watching the Mermaid Business on YouTube, whatever. And she
Hmm.
said that. So Wendy Williams is going in and Wendy, well deserved, great human being, hilarious human being, and it'll be good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time, but it'd be really good to see you going in also. And yeah, that's the last person of the cast. But
Mhm. Definitely not the least.
and not gonna say not the least, just your name is just last alphabetically. That's the
Mhm.
only reason you were said last.
Right?
You're,
Exactly.
yeah, not yeah. So all these people well deserved. Y'all
Definitely,
put in the
definitely.
work so hard, and I know like this recognition from your hard work and all the stuff you did to just to get like just to just to like do what you enjoy doing
Mhm.
for however long you did it, and your fans out there love every bit of you. The Urban X Awards gonna be in August. So they're like they're doing it this year is gonna be a night just to celebrate just the performance like they did 2 years ago. It's just gonna be a night just to celebrate them and celebrate the hard work that they did. Um, yes, I feel some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Camaraderie with some of these people because I know them a lot more. Some have been in my home. I've been to some of these people's homes and we've shared bread together, as they say. And I'm so glad that some of them are going in because
Me
I'm gonna
too.
be I'm even though I'm a friend, I'm gonna be cheering like a fan. Um off
Right?
like off
Exactly.
off off stage when I see them get their award because I know that they deserve it. And yeah, and to see some people who I know have won one award in their time or two awards in their time. They've always been nominated. And there's so many like this there's been so many people who've been nominated for awards over the years. And I'm not saying they're more deserving or less deserving than the person who won it. It's just like you see them go and go and go and they never take one home. And the
Mhm.
fact that this is like saying, you know what, you may not have won the award you were nominated for, but we appreciate you. We appreciate the hard work you put in, and we acknowledge that you are a star. We acknowledge
Right.
that you deserve all your flowers.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that some of these people are finally getting it because they deserve so much more. You know,
Yeah,
so
exactly. They deserve their props for all the hard work that they've done for over 10 years for every single one of them, you know?
so
All the waves that they've made for us to be able to be here where we are to essentially be able to create the kind of content we've had. They kind of had to go through stuff to allow us to be in this position as well. So we do gotta say thank you to all of them for everything that they've done for us in the industry as well,
yeah, because
paving the way for us.
y'all see like on this list, it's like it's not just one style. You have
Mhm.
white people, you have Asian, you have black, you have TSs, you have someone who only does a guy port or whatever going in. And it shows you that, you know, it may not this person may or may not be your cup of tea, but they've been out here for a long time and they're somebody's cup of tea. And they have you'd be surprised at how many people you say their day and people get all excited about whatever or like just for me working in the industry, people walk up to me and say, "Do you know blah blah?" And sometimes it catches you off guard because
Bruh.
like sometimes you don't hear everybody say somebody obscure name, and it's like, yes, I do. They are this, they are that, and you get excited with them. And
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. I'm sorry, but I'm just glad these people are going in.
I know. We're just super, super
I can
excited
I
for
can
you,
like it's I
you
can feel
know?
it like it's in my heart because just looking at the list and knowing who was going in, and it just made my day just because
Mhm.
it was well deserved. And
Yeah.
before we end this podcast, because we're almost at the time, whatever. Urban X Awards will be in August. I don't have the date in front of me, but from what I understand, it's gonna be 3 days. Um, from what I see, they're gonna do a lingerie party, maybe, the night for the Hall of Fame, and it's going to be the award show.
Mm.
So everybody, make sure you get your tickets to the show. Whatever is you have what's that 6 months from now, uh, before the show, whatever. And if you go to the Hall of Fame, you can see these Hall of Fame talents um, get their well deserved award. And if you come to the Urban X Award, you'll see, people like this lady right here in front of us who was nominated for her mouth and booty hole last year. Yeah,
That's so true.
yeah, her mouth and
This
booty
booty
hole.
hole and this throat.
So hopefully this year, when y'all go to vote for to nominate people, you can nominate her for all three of her holes, not just two of her holes. She has three holes,
Right?
y'all.
I
You
got three
know,
holes.
yeah, nominate her for her third hole because it's great. You know, so
But still,
yeah, I'm sorry.
I do hope that I'll be able to be a one of the hosts again for Urban X this year, or possibly even like a trophy girl or something. Maybe I'll get lucky. We will
But
see though. But you guys will be seeing me at Urban X. Make sure you guys, schedule that ahead of time. We're letting you know 6 months in advance. You better pull up. You better say hi. Because
and
if
I
not,
think
I'm
and I
mad at
think
you.
I think and I think prenoms are in April or May. I don't know. You just pay attention to the Urban X's Twitter. They'll announce it, and then you can nominate, and then you can vote. People always like miss the nominations and then get mad when it's comes voting time. They say, "Well, I didn't know." It's all you got to do is just follow the page, and
Right?
they say it repetitively, and
Mhm.
and then if like you want to vote for the person, vote for the person. It's all fan votes, so it's on you if you don't vote. You know,
Exactly.
every
Because
vote,
I usually
every vote
post
counts.
promo as well. I don't necessarily tell people, hey, vote for me for Urban X Awards. I say, look, guys, Urban X Awards pre nominations or nominations is open. Here is the link. Go and vote for your favorite person. Go nominate your favorite person. It doesn't have to be me. Whoever it is that you're watching, that you're number one, your top five, your top 10, go ahead and give them their props. This is the time. You may not be able to afford to buy every single video and support them financially in that way. But I
I've
will say
I've only
this
been
means
watching
a
videos
lot.
with Ace Cush in it recently, so
I
I'm sorry, the face you just made. No,
know. But still, this means a
so
lot to us
seriously, yes,
knowing
just
that.
like just knowing that people nominate them for awards, like you have no idea how some people reacted to know like they got their first nomination, and like I know some people got their first nomination last year and they won, and like
Mhm.
they didn't know what to do with themselves because they were so excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people, yeah. So it's just it's the thought, just to even
Mhm.
say, I love you, like I love the work that you do, so I'm going to go out and vote for you. So
Exactly.
so everybody, we'll see you all next week. And I believe we'll have a Wind Rider on next week, I believe. And we have fun. And welcome back, everybody. We're gonna be on task now. I had a tooth removed last week, y'all, and I couldn't really talk. So I can
He had
talk again.
wisdom teeth taken out,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
So
gonna be next. I'm gonna be next because I gotta get mine taken out soon. But I'm trying to avoid
all
that
f-
as much
all
as possible.
four at once or just one?
I'm not sure yet, but they said at least one
See,
because I
I
have a
had
small mouth and it's squishing my teeth forward. That's why they're starting to get crooked.
I had
Not too
one
much, but
I
still.
had one removed, and it slanted a little bit when they took it out.
Yeah.
So from Monday, like like me and her had spoke on Tuesday,
Mhm.
and I could talk, but I was under so many drugs to
Yeah.
minimize the pain that it sucked. But but yeah, like that pain is that pain is different. And I was talking to someone who had all four moved at once. I would be in I would have gone
In a
insane
lot of pain. You'd be like rolling
because
around in the bed like
like all I was supposed to eat was soup, and
yeah.
I was hungry.
Maybe like Jello, I think too.
Yeah,
Stuff like
anything
that.
that can just go down. So like
Hmm.
there was like it's some like meat that you could eat that is just liquid, and I was eating that too. So it was just like,
You.
oh my God. And I have a high pain tolerance until it comes to anything orally because that's a different type of pain.
Yeah,
But
it really is.
everybody, but we will see you all next week, everybody. Be well, stay blessed, stay amazing. And yeah. And make sure
Yes.
oh yeah, real quick before we do anything else. Sarah, tell them real quick, where can they find you?
You guys can always find me on iamsarahLace.com. All of my links are there. And you can even find the Burbanks Misfits podcast link on there too.
And you can
I
find
made it
me
easy.
at RAWSTARR on Twitter and on Instagram. BurbankMemphis.com. Burbank on Instagram. BurbankMemphis.com is where you can find us. I actually had to update that site. I need someone to remind me because I'm old and I'm lazy.
Your
Um
link tree, you're all my links.
no, the actual website. I have to update it.
Ooh,
Um it's just a little bit out of date. Um
bad
and
boy.
we will see you all next week. Be well, stay blessed.